Chosen ones, what you're feeling right now is the unmistakable shift that happens when you've lifted the heaviest curse, the kind of release that blows open your crown chakra and rewires your entire perception. You didn't just break a cycle, you tore down an entire energetic structure built to keep you small, and now that it's gone, everything is coming into focus. This clarity isn't meant to hurt you, it's meant to free you, and it just did. There was an energy attached to you, not just resting on you, attached, like a parasite that found the perfect host and decided to make itself at home. This thing wrapped itself around your crown chakra and sent tendrils down through your entire system, crown to root, top to bottom, and it specifically, strategically, deliberately targeted your gut, your intuition, your ability to know truth when you hear it. Because whoever put this on you understood something crucial. If your gut instincts could be scrambled, you could be kept confused. If your digestion and nutrition could be disrupted, you could be kept exhausted. And if you could be kept exhausted and confused, you'd never have the energy to fight back. You'd never even realize you were under attack. You'd just think something was wrong with you. That's the genius of a well-placed curse. It makes you blame yourself. The person who cursed you studied you first. Patterns were watched. Vulnerabilities were identified. The exact strike points for maximum damage with minimum detection were calculated. This wasn't random. This was warfare. Your daily routines were targeted. Your health was targeted. Your ability to work and function and support yourself was targeted. Because here's the equation your enemy understood. If you can't work, you can't earn. If you can't earn, you can't rise. If you can't rise, you stay exactly where you're needed to be. Small, manageable, controllable. Your crown was attacked to cut you off from divine guidance. Your gut was attacked to kill your intuition. Your physical health was attacked to drain your life force. It was systematic, it was strategic, and it almost worked. But something happened that wasn't planned for. You refused to quit, even when you were exhausted, even when nothing made sense, even when every logical reason said to give up. You kept going, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. You kept showing up for your life, even when it felt like your life was showing up against you. And that consistency, that stubborn refusal to lay down and die, that's what broke the spell. You needed to give up. You didn't. You needed to blame yourself and spiral into despair. You didn't. You kept looking for answers. You kept trying to heal. You kept reaching for something better. And every time you did that, the hold on you weakened, until finally, it snapped. And here you are, free, dizzy, powerful, dangerous. Somewhere deep inside, your higher self had enough. Your spirit said no more. And it called in the cavalry, angels, ancestors, divine forces that have been waiting for you to be ready for this moment. And the response came through. That attachment was shattered. Those tendrils were severed. That parasite was ripped off your energy field and thrown back to where it came from. Now you're standing in the aftermath feeling dizzy and strange and wondering why freedom doesn't feel the way you expected. I'll tell you why. Because you're detoxing. When you finally cleanse something toxic out of your system, you feel worse before you feel better. All that backed up poison is flooding out at once. Your crown chakra isn't just open, it's blown wide. No filter, no buffer, direct line to the divine, and information is pouring in faster than you can organize it. This is what happens when floodgates open and years of backed up spiritual poison start rushing out of your system all at once. Think about it like this. You know when you finally decide to do a real cleanse, a deep detox of your body, and for the first few days you feel absolutely terrible, worse than you felt before you started. That's because all the toxins that were hiding in your tissues are now flooding your bloodstream, trying to get out. Your body has to process all of that at once. That's exactly what's happening in your energy field right now. The curse broke, the attachment severed, and now all that residual energy, all that spiritual sludge, is working its way out of your system. It's leaving. But it's not leaving quietly. This is why you feel strange right now. This is why your crown feels exposed and raw. This is why you might be dizzy, or disoriented, or like you're not quite in your body. The residual energy leaving your system isn't just going to make you dizzy, it's going to make you emotional. You might cry for what seems like no reason. You might feel rage bubble up out of nowhere. You might feel grief so deep you can't place where it's coming from. Don't suppress this. Don't medicate it. Don't try to logic your way out of it. Let it move through you. This is years of suppressed emotion that couldn't surface while you were fighting for survival. Your body held it in your tissues, in your bones, in your energy field, because you didn't have the luxury of feeling it while under attack. Now you're safe enough to release it. So release it. Cry in the shower, scream in your car, punch a pillow, dance it out, write it out, paint it out, just get it out. Because on the other side of this emotional purge is a lightness you haven't felt since you were young, since before the armor went up, since before the curse took hold. You need to ground yourself right now, not tomorrow, not when you feel better, right now, because what's happening to you is real and it's powerful, and if you don't anchor to something solid, you're going to feel like you're floating away. Get outside, bare feet on earth. Let the planet pull the excess energy out of your system. She knows how to transmute it. She's been doing this for chosen ones since the beginning of time. Walk in nature, sit under trees, touch grass like your life depends on it, because right now it kind of does, and while you're grounding, pay attention to your nutrition. The curse specifically attacked your gut and your daily health. Now you need to rebuild, cut the stimulants, stop forcing yourself through exhaustion with caffeine and energy drinks and processed garbage. Your body needs real fuel, real nutrients, building blocks to repair what was damaged. Listen to what you're craving. Your intuition about food is coming back. If your body asks for something specific, there's probably a reason. If something makes you feel worse, stop eating it. This is simple but not easy. You've been in override mode for so long that listening to your body feels foreign. Learn again. Your relationship with food is about to transform. You're going to notice that certain things you used to eat without issue now make you feel terrible. Your body is recalibrating. It's releasing density. It's raising its vibration. And heavy processed chemical-laden food is going to feel like poison, because at this frequency it essentially is. You might crave things you never cared about before. You might lose your taste for things you used to love. This is your system telling you what it needs to support the new frequency you're holding. Honor it. Your body is the vessel carrying your consciousness through this physical experience. Treat it like the sacred temple it is. If this touched your heart and mind, hype this video so more chosen ones can receive this message. Your crown is blown open right now, and someone knows it. Someone is watching, and a move is about to be made against you. Right when you're most vulnerable, right when you're trying to figure out how to function with this new level of sensitivity, a person is going to approach you with information. This person is going to come to you like a friend, like an ally, like someone who has your best interests at heart. And something true is going to be told to you, something you needed to know, something about family, or money, or betrayal. But here's the catch. The whole truth won't be told. The part that makes this person look good will be given, while the part where benefit is gained from you knowing this information will be left out. Your position is being maneuvered while you're being positioned as protected. This is a test. The curse broke, but the players are still on the board, and you need to pass this test. Your crown being open means your intuition is coming back online, stronger than before, sharper than before. You're going to feel the lie even if you can't articulate what's wrong yet. You're going to sense the manipulation even if the words sound convincing. Trust that feeling. When someone comes to you with news and your stomach tightens, that's your gut screaming at you to look deeper. When someone offers help and something feels off, that's your instincts telling you something is wanted in return. You've been disconnected from this inner knowing for so long that you might doubt it at first. Don't. Your discernment is a weapon that was tried very hard to be taken away from you. Now you have it back. Use it. But while you're dealing with potential traitors, something else is happening. Something powerful. There's an ancestor stepping forward, someone from your bloodline who has been waiting for this exact moment. You couldn't be reached while the curse was active. The interference was too strong. But now the channel is clear, and something is being given to you. Knowledge, specific, practical, life-changing knowledge. I keep hearing the word recipes, like exact instructions for something are going to be given. A formula for healing, a blueprint for breaking generational patterns, something concrete that you can actually use, and subtlety isn't going to be part of this. Making sure you know who this is will be the priority. You'll see signs everywhere. The same animal, the same numbers, the same phrase in different places. The message is going to be layered so thick you can't miss it. This ancestor knows something you need to understand. The curse that just broke wasn't just about you. It was generational. It was the same pattern that played out in one life and another life, and back and back and back through your bloodline. Someone in your family line learned to survive by staying small, by not trusting, by armoring up so hard that nothing could get in. Not pain, but also not love, not betrayal, but also not opportunity. And that pattern got passed down like DNA. You inherited it, you perfected it, and the curse magnified it, until you were living in a fortress of your own making, alone, protected, dying of loneliness while telling yourself you were safe. Your ancestor is here to help you break that cycle, to give you what wasn't available before, a way out, a way through, a way to heal the wounded child inside you, who learned that showing up with your whole heart just meant getting hurt. You were a kid once, full of excitement and creativity and trust, and you made something, drew something, built something, wrote something, and you showed it to someone who mattered to you, vibrating with pride and hope and the need to be seen, and barely a look was given. "That's nice," was said, and a move on happened, or worse, criticism came. You were told it wasn't good enough. You were told to do it differently. You were told to stop wasting time, and something inside you broke, not loudly, quietly, like a hairline fracture in a foundation that you don't notice until the whole building starts to lean. You learned that being yourself wasn't safe, that offering your authentic gifts wasn't valued, that you needed to perform and prove and perfect yourself before you deserved attention. And you've been running that program ever since, trying to earn love that should have been freely given, trying to prove worth that should have been inherent. Your ancestor is bringing you the antidote to that poison, the recipe for healing that specific wound. And when you heal it, you don't just heal yourself. You heal backward through your lineage and forward into any children or students or people you influence. You become the breaker of chains. Healing means feeling. You can't heal what you won't acknowledge. And you've been running from this pain for decades. You've built entire personality structures around avoiding this wound. Defense mechanisms that kick in automatically. Ways of being that keep you safe, but also keep you stuck. The armor that protected you is now a prison, and your guides are telling you it's time to take it off. Not all at once, not recklessly, but consciously, deliberately. You need to soften, and I know that word probably makes you want to fight. Soften sounds like weak, soften sounds like victim, soften sounds like the exact thing that got you hurt in the first place. But that's not what this is. This is warrior softness. This is choosing vulnerability from a place of strength. This is knowing you could armor up and choosing not to, because armor blocks blessings as effectively as it blocks blows. Your masculine energy has been in overdrive for years. It had to be. You were under attack. You needed that fierce protector energy to keep you alive. But masculine energy alone will burn you out. It's all doing, no receiving. All pushing, no allowing. All defense, no flow. Your feminine energy wants to come back online now. The creative force, the magnetic force, the energy that attracts instead of chases, that receives instead of takes, that allows instead of forces. And here's the secret your enemies don't want you to know. When you balance masculine and feminine energy, when you combine the drive with the flow, the action with the attraction, the doing with the being, you become unstoppable. You become a force of nature. You become someone who can build empires while staying soft. Someone who can love fiercely while maintaining boundaries. Someone who can receive abundantly while staying grounded. That's the version of yourself the curse was designed to prevent. That's who you're becoming now. Your experience of reality is changing right now. Colors might seem brighter than before. Sounds might feel sharper. You might notice patterns in nature that you never saw before. You might hear conversations happening in another room with unusual clarity. This isn't you going crazy. This is your sensory perception upgrading to match your new frequency. Your crown chakra opening doesn't just give you access to spiritual information. It rewires how you process the physical world. Everything becomes data. Everything becomes meaningful. That bird that keeps showing up outside your window. That's not random. That song that plays every time you're thinking about a specific situation. Not coincidence. That person who suddenly pops into your mind right before sending you a message. Your crown is giving you information before your devices do. This is how life works when you're not blocked anymore. You become a receiver for divine guidance through infinite channels. Most people dismiss these as coincidence because tuning in hasn't happened for them. You're tuned in now, so pay attention, write down the synchronicities, track the patterns. You'll start to see how the universe has been trying to communicate with you all along. You just couldn't hear it through the interference of the curse. Your sleep is going to be strange for a while. You might wake up at specific times every night. You might have incredibly vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life. You might find yourself exhausted even after sleeping for hours because your consciousness is doing heavy lifting in other realms while your body rests. This is normal. This is expected. This is part of the integration process. Your crown being open means you're straddling multiple dimensions of reality simultaneously. The physical world you walk through during the day and the spiritual realms you access at night are both equally real to you now, and your system needs time to adjust to operating in both at once. So be gentle with yourself. Rest when your body asks for it, even if it seems excessive. You're not being lazy. You're integrating upgrades that most people will never access in their entire lifetime. Now let me put you onto something real. Destiny Engine. I built this because I was done watching chosen ones get dragged through betrayal, isolation and attacks while their enemies strutted around unchecked. I want to help you accelerate the speed of your divine justice and step fully into your purpose. And the beauty of it, you don't even have to lift a finger. Destiny Engine takes their downfall and flips it into your rise. This isn't another meditation app. It's declassified consciousness technology, the same mind programming tools your enemies once used to install fear, competition and scarcity, re-engineered to restore your sovereignty and align you with the cooperative, upgraded operating framework. It generates personalized sequences mapped to your divine purpose. The hardest thing you'll do is put on headphones, press play and watch your enemies keep digging their own grave. The collective upgrade is underway. Start your Destiny Engine for $1 today and turn everything they did to break you into fuel for your rise. Link in the description. You know how sometimes you just suddenly know things you have no logical reason to know? That's going to happen more frequently now. You'll know who's calling before you check your phone. You'll know what someone's about to say before words leave their mouth. You'll walk into a room and immediately sense the emotional undercurrent, even if everyone's smiling. You'll meet someone new and within seconds know whether safety or danger is present. This is claircognizance, clear knowing, and it's one of the primary gifts that activates when your crown opens. The curse blocked this deliberately, because someone who just knows truth is impossible to manipulate. Someone who can sense energy is impossible to deceive. Someone who receives direct downloads from source is impossible to control. You were kept in the dark on purpose. Now you're in the light, and you're going to see things that are going to shock you about people you thought you knew. Some relationships aren't going to survive this shift. That's not a warning, that's a promise. When you raise your frequency this dramatically, people who are comfortable with the old you are going to have a reaction. Some will celebrate your transformation, some will feel threatened by it, some will try to pull you back down to where you were, because your growth highlights stagnation in others. And some will simply fall away like leaves off a tree in autumn. Let them go, mourn them if you need to. Honor what was meant when presence in your life was happening. But do not chase, do not shrink yourself to keep anyone comfortable. Do not dim your light because it's too bright for someone else's eyes. Anyone who needs you to stay small to feel big was never your person. A placeholder was present. A lesson was present. A chapter that needed to close so the next one could begin was present. Now here's what's coming that you need to be ready for. Wealth. Real wealth. Not just money, though that's part of it, but wealth of opportunity, wealth of connection, wealth of resources, wealth of support. Things are going to start flowing to you in ways that seem almost suspicious after years of drought. Doors are going to open. People are going to show up offering help. Money is going to come from unexpected sources. And here's where you need to be careful. You've been in survival mode for so long that you might be tempted to grab the first thing that comes. Don't. Your guides are screaming at you right now to raise your standards, to wait for the real thing, to not settle for the almost right opportunity, just because you're tired of waiting. The curse kept you desperate, desperate enough to accept crumbs, desperate enough to tolerate disrespect, desperate enough to lower your standards just to get by. But you're not desperate anymore. You're free, and free people have standards. Someone is going to show up with an offer. It's going to look good on the surface. It's going to sound like the answer to your prayers, but something is going to be off about it. Your gut is going to tighten. Your crown is going to tingle. Your body is going to give you signals that this isn't quite right. Listen, this is the universe testing whether you learned the lesson, testing whether you've really healed, or if you're just going to repeat the same pattern with a different person. Don't settle. Don't rationalize. Don't talk yourself into something that doesn't feel fully aligned, just because you're tired or scared or worried the opportunity won't come again. The real blessing is coming, but you have to have the strength to say no to the false one first. And speaking of settling, there's someone coming who's going to ask for your help. This person is going to present as broken, as someone only you can save. An appeal to your healer nature will be made. You'll be told you're the only one who understands, the only one who can fix this person, the only one who can save this person from themselves. You are not a savior. You are a healer. Yes, but there's a difference between healing and rescuing. Healing requires participation from both parties. Rescuing is one-sided. This person isn't asking you to help with healing. You're being asked to carry someone. You're being asked to pour your newly restored energy into a bottomless pit of need. And if you do it, if you fall for this trap, you're going to end up depleted all over again. Say no. Protect your energy like it's the most valuable thing you own, because it is. You just got it back. Don't give it away to someone who's going to waste it. Your ancestors are protecting you right now, actively, aggressively. Paths you can't see are being cleared. Doors that would lead you into traps are being closed. Doors you didn't know existed are being opened. And trust is needed from you. When guidance that sounds strange is given, follow it anyway. When you're told to do something that doesn't make logical sense, do it anyway. Perspective you don't have is available to your ancestors. Moves ahead that you can't see are visible to them, and you're not going to be allowed to mess this up. Not after so much work has been done to get you free, but you have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to act on guidance, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it challenges your understanding of how things work, even when people around you think you're crazy. The weirdness of the instruction is often proof that it's divine. Your logical mind couldn't have generated it, so it must be coming from somewhere beyond you. Listen to your dreams right now. Your subconscious is processing everything, integrating the downloads, sorting through the revelations, making sense of the spiritual shifts, and communication is going to happen through dreams. Write them down immediately when you wake up, even if nonsense seems to be present, especially if nonsense seems to be present. Instructions are hidden in the symbolism. Warnings are wrapped in metaphor. Confirmations are disguised as randomness. Your ancestor might visit you there. Something might be shown to you. Something might be handed to you. Something might be told to you that doesn't make sense until weeks later, when the exact situation appears in your waking life and you suddenly understand. Dreams are a primary communication channel between the spiritual and physical realms. Honor them, decode them, let them guide you. And now we need to talk about the person who cursed you, because I can feel some of you wanting to know who it was, wanting to confront them, wanting justice or revenge, or at least acknowledgement of what was done. Let it go, not because consequences aren't deserved, but because the universe is handling it. Divine justice is already in motion. What was sent out is coming back multiplied, not because you wished it, but because that's how energy works. The curse that was placed on you is rebounding with compound interest, and it's going to hit harder than anything you could do. Your job is not to watch the downfall. Your job is not to gloat or expose or get even. Your job is to focus on your own rise. Build your life, heal your wounds, claim your destiny. Let consequences be dealt with while you deal with the rewards of your choices. When you win, when you rise, when you step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be, that's the best revenge. There's a friendship coming, someone who's going to get you in a way most people don't. This might be someone new, or someone you already know stepping into a different role. This person is a soul connection. Walking beside you is the plan, not carrying you. Your strength will be mirrored back when you forget it. You'll be called on your patterns while space is held for your humanity. You've been isolated for so long, fighting alone, trusting no one because everyone who got close either betrayed you or disappointed you or left. But this is different. This person is coming as part of your restoration, as proof that you can trust again, that you can open again, that safe people exist. Let them in. It's going to feel risky. It's going to trigger every defense mechanism you have. Do it anyway. You're learning to be soft again, remember. This is practice. The road to success is open now. Not kind of open, not partially cleared, wide open. Every obstacle that was blocking you was connected to that curse. Every delay, every detour, every door slammed in your face. It was all part of keeping you stuck, and now it's gone. Which means your efforts are going to start producing results. Your work is going to start gaining traction. Your gifts are going to start being recognized. Your value is going to start being rewarded. This doesn't mean everything will be easy. You'll still face challenges, but normal human challenges will be faced, not spiritual warfare. You'll be playing on a level field for the first time in years, maybe the first time in your life, and when you're not constantly fighting unseen forces, when your energy isn't being drained by parasitic attachments, when your crown is open and your intuition is sharp and your ancestors are clearing the path, you become unstoppable. But success requires something from you. It requires you to show up differently. You can't step into your destiny while dragging all your old patterns with you. The defense mechanisms that kept you safe need to be retired. The walls that protected you need to come down. The smallness you perfected to survive needs to be left behind. This is the risk your guides are asking you to take. The gamble you're being asked to make. Bet on yourself. Bet on your healing. Bet on your worth. Bet on the possibility that maybe, just maybe, the best is yet to come, and then act like someone who believes that. Stop playing small. Stop dimming your light to make other people comfortable. Stop apologizing for taking up space. Stop accepting less than you deserve because you're afraid nothing better will come. Your physical body is going to start healing too, but slower than the spiritual. Energy shifts fast. Matter shifts slow. If you've had unexplained health issues, if your hair has been breaking or thinning, if you've been dealing with digestive problems or chronic fatigue or any number of mysterious symptoms doctors couldn't explain, understand that those were physical manifestations of a spiritual attack. Now that the source is gone, your body can finally repair, but it needs time, it needs support. See your doctors, get your blood work done, check your vitamin levels, make sure there's nothing underlying that needs medical attention. The spiritual and the physical work together. Honor both, heal both. The physical symptoms of the curse lifting might include headaches, especially at the crown, pressure, tingling, heat. This is energy moving through channels that have been blocked. It's uncomfortable, but it's not dangerous. Drink water, rest when you need to. Use cool compresses if the heat gets intense. This will pass. Your body is adjusting to holding more light, more power, more frequency. It's like upgrading the electrical wiring in a house. The system needs time to handle the increased voltage. Be patient with it. Support it. Don't fight it. You didn't just break a curse. You didn't just open your crown. You didn't just survive an attack. You won a war. You defeated an enemy that was specifically designed to destroy you. You outlasted a strategy that was meant to break you. You rose from a trap that was set to keep you down forever. And the fact that you're here, feeling this, processing this, means you're stronger than you were ever given credit for. You're more resilient than was calculated. You're more protected than was realized. The curse broke because you were never meant to stay cursed. The attachment severed because you were never meant to stay small. The war ended because you were always meant to win. And now comes the part nobody prepared you for. Now comes the restoration, the rebuilding, the reclaiming of everything that was stolen while you were fighting for your life. Your joy is coming back. Real joy. The kind that bubbles up from your soul for no reason. The kind that makes you laugh at random moments. The kind that feels like home. Your peace is coming back. Deep peace. The kind that doesn't depend on everything being perfect. The kind that stays steady even when things get chaotic. The kind that anchors you. Your power is coming back. Real power. Not the fake power of control, not the false power of domination, but the authentic power of someone who knows exactly who you are and refuses to pretend to be anything less. That's what's being restored to you right now. That's what's flooding in through your blown open crown. That's what the downloads are carrying. That's what your ancestors are protecting. That's what this entire experience has been preparing you for. You are standing at the threshold of a completely different life. The curse kept you in the old one, kept you repeating the same patterns, kept you attracting the same type of people, kept you stuck in the same struggles. But the curse is broken, which means the pattern is broken, which means you get to choose differently now. You get to build differently. You get to love differently. You get to show up differently. And the universe is watching to see what you do with this freedom. Are you going to step into it? Are you going to claim it? Are you going to risk everything you've known for everything you've dreamed of? Or are you going to play it safe? Stay comfortable. Return to familiar patterns because at least you know how to navigate them. Your guides already know what you're going to choose. You didn't survive everything you survived just to stay small. You didn't break free from a generational curse just to repeat generational patterns. You didn't open your crown just to ignore the downloads. You're going to step forward. You're going to take the risk. You're going to soften while staying strong. You're going to receive while maintaining boundaries. You're going to trust while keeping your discernment sharp. You're going to build the life you were always meant to have. And when you do, when you step fully into your power and your purpose and your calling, you're going to look back at this moment and understand the dizziness was just your system adjusting to a higher frequency. The disorientation was just your reality reorganizing around your new vibration. The strangeness was just the feeling of becoming who you were always meant to be. Chosen one, the heaviest curse you ever carried just shattered. Your crown chakra is blown wide open. Divine downloads are flooding in. Your ancestors are standing guard. Your guides are clearing the path. And all you have to do is stay grounded, keep your standards high, trust your intuition, and walk forward into everything you were born for. The war is over. You won. Now claim your victory.